For decades, the crash of Air India 171 remained a haunting mystery. Families searched for closure while investigators struggled to find solid answers. The crash, which took place in 1966 near Mont Blanc, France, claimed the lives of all 117 people on board. Despite numerous investigations and theories, the true cause of the disaster eluded experts for years. The story of Air India 171 became a symbol of unanswered questions in aviation history. Rumors and speculation filled the void left by the lack of clear evidence. Was it a technical failure, human error, or something more sinister? The world waited for answers, but none came. Until now. Recent scientific advances have finally shed light on what really happened. Using new technology and fresh analysis, scientists have pieced together the final moments of the doomed flight. The results are both shocking and deeply troubling for the aviation community. In this essay, we will explore how scientists finally solved the Air India 171 mystery. We will look at the breakthroughs, the challenges, and what these findings mean for the future of air travel. On January 24, 1966, Air India Flight 171 took off from Bombay, now Mumbai, bound for London. The aircraft was a Boeing 707, a modern jetliner for its time. Passengers and crew expected a routine flight, but fate had other plans. As the plane approached Mont Blanc, disaster struck. Eyewitnesses on the ground reported seeing the aircraft flying unusually low. Moments later, the plane crashed into the snowy slopes of the mountain. There were no survivors. The crash site was difficult to reach, buried under layers of snow and ice. Rescue teams faced harsh weather and dangerous conditions as they searched for wreckage. Initial reports suggested a navigation error or technical malfunction. Some speculated about sabotage, while others blamed the challenging terrain. The black box, which could have provided answers, was never recovered. This only deepened the mystery and frustration for investigators. The tragedy left families grieving and the aviation world searching for answers. With so little evidence, the case soon became one of the most baffling in aviation history. In the years following the crash, several investigations were launched. French and Indian authorities worked together, combing through every available piece of evidence. They analyzed weather data, flight records, and witness statements. However, the harsh environment made recovery efforts almost impossible. Investigators faced a lack of physical evidence. The wreckage was scattered over a wide area, much of it buried deep in snow. Critical components, like the flight data recorder, were never found. This made it hard to reconstruct the sequence of events leading up to the crash. Despite these setbacks, experts developed several theories. Some believed the pilots misjudged their altitude. Others pointed to possible equipment failure or faulty navigation aids. None of these theories could be proven beyond doubt. The case remained open, with more questions than answers. The families of the victims were left in limbo. Without clear answers, rumors and conspiracy theories flourished. The aviation community knew that only new evidence or technology could finally solve the puzzle. Recent advances in science and technology have changed the game. In the last decade, researchers have developed powerful tools for analyzing old crash sites. Satellite imagery, drone surveys, and advanced forensics have opened new possibilities. These tools allowed investigators to revisit the Air India 171 crash with fresh eyes. One of the key breakthroughs came from high-resolution satellite mapping. Scientists were able to create detailed three-dimensional models of the crash site. This helped them locate previously hidden wreckage and identify the aircraft's final trajectory. Drones equipped with sensors collected data from dangerous, hard-to-reach areas. Forensic experts also used new chemical analysis techniques. They examined tiny fragments of metal and wiring, some of which had been preserved in ice for decades. These tests revealed signs of unusual stress and damage, pointing to a specific sequence of failures. Together, these technologies provided the missing pieces of the puzzle. For the first time, investigators could reconstruct the final moments of Air India 171 with a high degree of accuracy. The real breakthrough came when scientists analyzed the recovered metal fragments. Using electron microscopes, they found these microscopic cracks and signs of corrosion. These defects suggested that, over time, a hidden structural weakness had developed in the aircraft's wing. The weakness had gone undetected during routine maintenance checks. Further analysis showed that the wing structure failed suddenly during the flight, which caused the aircraft to lose control and plunge into the mountain. The discovery was honestly shocking, as it revealed a flaw in the design and inspection process of the Boeing 707. It also explained why the pilots had absolutely no chance to react or recover. The findings were confirmed by computer simulations. These models showed exactly how the wing would have failed under the specific conditions of the flight, and the simulations matched the crash evidence found at the site. This left little doubt about the true cause of the disaster. For the families in the aviation industry, the truth was a bitter pill to swallow. The crash was not caused by pilot error or sabotage, but by a flaw that could affect any similar aircraft. Solving the Air India 171 mystery was not easy. Investigators faced many obstacles along the way. The remote location of the crash site made access difficult. Harsh weather, shifting snow, and dangerous terrain delayed recovery efforts for years. Many pieces of evidence were lost or damaged beyond recognition. Another major challenge was the lack of modern technology at the time of the crash. In 1966, black boxes were not as advanced as they are today. The one on Air India 171 was never found, leaving investigators without crucial flight data. This forced them to rely on indirect evidence and expert analysis. Language barriers and international politics also played a role. French and Indian authorities had to coordinate their efforts, sometimes facing disagreements over procedures. Limited resources and funding slowed down the investigation even further. Despite these challenges, scientists and investigators never gave up. Their determination and the development of new technologies eventually led to the breakthrough that solved the case. The discovery of a hidden structural flaw in the Boeing 707 has major implications for aviation safety. It highlights the importance of thorough inspections and regular maintenance. Airlines and manufacturers must now pay closer attention to aging aircraft and potential weaknesses that are not easily visible. Regulators around the world have already begun reviewing safety standards. New guidelines for aircraft inspection have been introduced. These include more frequent checks of critical components, especially in older planes. Advanced imaging and testing methods are now required to detect microscopic cracks and corrosion. The findings have also led to a re-evaluation of aircraft design. Engineers are working on ways to make planes safer and more resistant to hidden damage. This could mean changes in materials, construction techniques, and maintenance procedures for future aircraft. For passengers, these changes mean safer flights and greater peace of mind. The lessons learned from Air India 171 will help prevent similar tragedies in the future. The Air India 171 investigation has taught the aviation industry some hard lessons. First, it showed that even small hidden flaws can have catastrophic consequences. No detail is too minor when it comes to safety. Airlines are now investing more in training and technology to spot problems before they become disasters. Second, the case highlighted the value of international cooperation. By working together, scientists and authorities from different countries were able to solve a mystery that had lasted for decades. This spirit of collaboration is now seen as essential for improving global aviation safety. Third, the investigation proved the power of science and innovation. Without new technologies, the real cause of the crash might never have been found. The industry is now committed to supporting research and adopting the latest tools for accident investigation and prevention. Finally, the legacy of Air India 171 is a reminder to never give up on finding the truth. The families of the victims and the world deserve answers, no matter how long it takes. The mystery of Air India 171 has finally been solved, thanks to decades of hard work and scientific breakthroughs. The discovery of a hidden structural flaw in the aircraft's wing has brought long-awaited answers to families and the aviation community. It is a sobering reminder of the dangers that can hide beneath the surface. These findings have already led to changes in how planes are built, maintained, and inspected. New technologies and stricter regulations will help keep future flights safe. The lessons learned from this tragedy will shape the future of aviation for years to come. But the story of Air India 171 is more than just a tale of loss and discovery. It is a testament to the power of science, the importance of persistence, and the need for constant vigilance in aviation. As we look to the skies, we can take comfort in knowing that the sacrifices of the past will help protect us in the future.